What's good, Internet? My name is Attack Slug, and welcome back to SmackDown vs. Raw 2009 on the Xbox 360. The road to WrestleMania, and hopefully today, finishing up Triple H and his ascension to the grandest stage of them all, etc., etc. 13 days to WrestleMania, and we have a note, and the note says, it's time to give Randy the clear message that he shouldn't play the game. If I nail the pedigree on him 3 times, I don't think I'll have to worry about him again. Never mind how many times he's gotten the pedigree in this video series thus far, we need 3 more times, so sure. I think I can manage that. Number 1 contenders match. Give Orton the pedigree 3 times. Anyway, I say welcome to a fine Friday. Well, the weekend is here. Once again, we have Perplexing Pixels this evening. It will be the Shadow of the Colossus remake on the PS4. That was a fun video. And tomorrow we have some more Echo Mog, and Sunday, a new one-shot video. So all kinds of good stuff in the next several days. And perhaps some live streaming there somewhere in the middle. I don't know yet. That all is always up in the air. Anyway, wrestling. Our big story for the day is Rich Swann and the company have parted ways. So unfortunately, Rich Swann not going to come back. Could not handle this, etc., etc. And honestly, I think that if the Enzo situation had not happened, they might have brought back Rich Swann. But I think that kind of tied their hands in the whole matter, considering the nature of Rich Swann and his wife and everything else. Even with the charges being dropped, I feel like they just don't want to take that chance. They don't want to have that PR nightmare if something further happens down the line. So, best of luck to Rich Swann in his future endeavors. Etc., etc. So, there is that. That's kind of the one big thing in the past day or so. But there is an update on the John Cena Ford Motor Company lawsuit. That the whole thing was that he had bought a car from them that was like super limited edition, and he was supposed to agree to not sell it for 2 years, and then a month later he sold it for, $500,000 or some insane number. He made a profit, is what I'm saying. And Ford was like, hey, we had an agreement, John, we had an agreement, and that was that you would not sell this car, within 2 years. Now, the update with Cena is that his lawyers are saying that basically, yeah, he may have verbally had an agreement, but it wasn't in the paperwork. Somebody pulled a Sin Cara with the paperwork and botched it pretty hard. Yep, that's about right. You done, Randy.
That title is held by his DX partner, Shawn Michaels. These two face off?
I mean, we have to.
I would assume so, King, but anything can happen in the WWE. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
Stay down, Randy. Just stay down. Bonus unlock, DX entrance. And if you aren't down with that, etc., etc.
Thank you for joining us on Raw. We have some huge news. The main event at WrestleMania this weekend will feature Shawn Michaels and Triple H with the WWE Championship on the line. But they're in DX together, JR. It's championship versus friendship. I'm told that tonight, live on Raw.
Oh, good, a press conference. Fancy.
Will participate in a press conference.
So no match on Raw, just a press conference, or is it going to end up being a fight? Because, you can't have a press conference in wrestling. You can't have a contract signing in wrestling without somebody going through a table. And there are 2 tables, so fair.
First, I'd like to introduce the challenger, the Shawn Michaels WWE Championship at WrestleMania, Triple H.
I am the game.
Thank you. I want to say I'm really looking forward to facing the Heartbreak Kid on the grandest stage of them all. WrestleMania is the only place where the 2 of us have not done battle. Now, are there any questions?
Yes. This is for the game. Do you think DX can survive this match?
That's a good question. The answer is yes. It seems no matter how much we beat each other up, We can't get rid of each other.
The power of friendship.
Speaking of my partner, here he is, WWE Champion Shawn Michaels.
Yay! The Icon, the main event.
So, if I bloody you and make you submit, we'll still be friends? Wow. That's a real friend, folks. Now, I'm happy to be here as your champion. And I'll be happy to leave WrestleMania as the WWE Champion. Now I'll take questions. No questions?
Nice.
Anyone? Bueller.
Bueller. I always appreciate a good Ferris Bueller
Do you have a
reference.
question?
Always.
Not really. Now, if either one of us was facing Randy Orton at WrestleMania, how long would the match last?
32 seconds. Thankfully, for all these people, it's Triple H versus HBK.
A WrestleMania moment in the making.
Make fun of me all you want, but Evolution is going to put both of you through a table and prove DX is overrated.
Hey, Batista. Like I said, you can't have signing without somebody going through the table here in the ring. That's just kind of not how it works. And I guess we are going to have a fight here on Raw, so that's cool, I guess. Here we go. There are tables in the ring, and Shawn's picking one up to hit Batista with a table. How do I win this thing? Is there a pinfall or just a table spot, or how's this going to work? I don't actually know. Anyway, elsewhere, besides that whole ridiculous Cena thing, where I guess, he's like, hey, Ford, you can't see me, or whatever. There was that match between James Ellsworth and the NWA champion. And spoiler, James Ellsworth did not win the title, so no worries there. He is not your NWA champion. And honestly, the match was not that good, which further proves the fact that, man, AJ Styles is just that good and can have a good match with just about anybody. For real, though. AJ Styles, best in the world. Anyway, elsewhere. More continual rumors on what's happening with Seth freaking Rollins for WrestleMania. And the short answer is, kind of nobody knows. There's like, well, he was going to fight Jason Jordan, and that's obviously not going to happen now, considering that he's out of action past WrestleMania. I've heard potentially Kurt Angle, which I'm not really sure why. First of all, Kurt's a face and Seth's a face, so why would you do that unless you're going to turn Kurt heel, which, I mean, you could do, but why would you? I don't know. I want to do a spinebuster into the table. I want to do a spinebuster into the... Nope. I missed. Also, how do I win this? I don't know. But the other thing that we heard about Kurt Angle was that he was going to be in that match. If they couldn't get The Rock for that whole thing between Triple H, Steph, and Ronda Rousey, they were going to have Kurt Angle and Ronda Rousey was the rumor for that whole bit of business, which is fine. You definitely set up the whole thing with Kurt and Triple H at Survivor Series, so that's already kind of baked in. Like, it's already set up. I mean, granted, you also kind of set up Triple H and Braun Strowman at that same match, but if you wanted to kind of go back, hey, here's the thing that we wanted to do with the Monster Among Men, etc., then that's fine, because we still kind of haven't answered the question, what in the blue hell are you doing with Braun Strowman at WrestleMania? Is it The Miz? Is it the IC belt? We don't know, do we? So... Alright, so how do I set up this? I can't move! No, Batista, no! HBK, hit that. Yes! Sweet! Chin! Music! So yes, the unending question right now is to, obviously, you can't have Mania and not have Seth on the card. And, I'd say a good option would be Samoa Joe, but we don't know if he's going to actually make it back in time for WrestleMania. That's still very much up in the air. Batista, have a spinebuster. Anyway. So, do we just... What are you doing, Sean? He's fired up. He's fired up. I wanted to get... Alright. Diagonal into the table. Diagonal. There we go. What in the blue hell was that? Reversal? How dare you, Randy Orton? How dare you? How dare this camera angle be freaking terrible? He didn't... Alright, so is there a table meter in this game? Like, I'm not 100% clear on how tables work in all the different games. But that got reversed. So I'm not entirely sure how this is going to work in terms of me going through a freaking table or not. Or the table breaking or whatever. Like, I'm assuming it has to be a table spot here to end this encounter. And I'd like to end it, you know, quickly. But we'll kind of see what happens. Hey, Batista. Go into the corner. Table finisher. There we go. There we go. This has to be it. Hey, Batista. Get suplexed through a table. Yeah. Knocked him out. But Randy Orton's still moving. So that's a problem. And Sean's freaking out there. He's glitching like crazy. Get out of here, Batista. It is now a 2-on-1 assault, Batista. I can't get up. How do I pick up the table? I don't even know. I don't even know. Well then. Randy Orton. Yeah, Sean, get the table. Sean, get the tables! Because, there we go. I want to set it up into the corner again. That seems to be the easiest way to actually get this thing to work. What are you doing, Randy? No, put Sean down. Put my friend down. Put him down. I mean, that's... I guess, sure. Guess what, Randy? That's not right. No. Guess what, Randy? Guess what, Randy? Guess what, Randy? You get a... Boom! That was nice. That was nice. KO. Kevin Owens into that table. Because wrestling, JR, you should know.
I can't help but worry what the physical consequences will be. These two compete for the WWE Championship in 6 days at WrestleMania.
Well, alright then. The grandest stage. Portland, Oregon. Welcome to WrestleMania! Yep, here we are. WrestleMania. Now, there's a question to have, right? We're getting close to WrestleMania in real life. Will it have pyro? Will there be pyro at your biggest show of the year? Because that's recent.
WrestleMania. Thank you for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. Good old JR, Jim Ross, and Jerry the King Lawler, pleased to greet you live from the biggest spectacle of the year.
I can feel the electricity in the air. Where's that the static electricity coming off that gigantic cowboy hat of yours, JR?
Very funny, King. We have an amazing night of WWE action here, which is sure to be highlighted by the WWE Championship match pitting champion Shawn Michaels against his DX teammate, Triple H. Let's take a look at how this contest...
Ooh, a video package.
Randy Orton
Ric Flair in a limousine.
and Ric Flair were trying to reunite Evolution. HBK came back and expressed a desire to reform DX. As guest referee at No Way Out, Triple H named HBK the new WWE champion, and in doing so, brought back D-Generation X. With Triple H as #1 contender, the two held a DX press conference that degenerated into a tables match.
Yep.
Now these two friends go at it officially for the WWE Championship.
You're at WrestleMania, so let's do the damn thing and have the freaking match. The problem with the DX entrance is that it has a lot of actual video in it, and YouTube tends to block things with actual video in them in a number of countries. And I'm not going to risk that. It's just not going to happen. So if you're wondering why I'm skipping past the DX entrances, it's because all the actual video could have this video that I'm doing now get blocked in like 200 countries. That's not worth the risk. It's just not. That's just the problem with YouTube. So, you know, video game footage, yes. Actual real WWE footage, no. Not a good thing. Not a good idea. Anyway, here we are. Friend versus friend. The main event. WrestleMania. Why are the ropes like orange ropes? They had orange ropes like that. I don't ever recall orange. I'm sure they did, and that's why it's in the game. But my brain is blanking on orange ropes. It's either red, blue, black, or white, or I guess purple for that very brief time we had that thing for 205 Live, which was a whole thing. And that's also a shame that Rich Swann is gone when they kind of revamped how 205 Live works. So that's kind of just unfortunate timing on everyone's part. But no, I could not wager a guess as to who in the blue hell they're going to have Seth freaking Rollins face at WrestleMania. We've got options, but I'm just at a loss here as to who he ends up fighting. I guess we'll find out more after the Chamber. They could have Seth fight Balor for all we know. Like, they've got guys that they could have him fight. I'm just curious why and then where it goes on the card is my question entirely. Triple H gonna fly with that back elbow from the top rope for no reason at all. Video games. Yeah, so that's kind of where things are today in the wrestling news world. Nothing too spectacular or crazy or whatnot outside of the whole Rich Swann thing. But, you know, that's kind of is how it is. We're heading in towards the final Raw before the Chamber. So I'm sure that should be all kinds of... Oh, no, he kicked up. Run away! High knee from Triple H. So I'll be curious to how they finish their booking on the Women's Chamber, which kind of has felt kind of half-assed at this point. It's just like, yeah, they're going to have it, and it'll be historic, but the actual booking has kind of just fallen a bit flat in terms of, okay, well, why did everybody want to get into it? I mean, obviously for the belt, but I don't know. Again, that's been my complaint for a while now, has been, all right, well, you're doing it, but why are you doing it? With kind of a lot of stuff, a lot of matches. But also, on a completely unrelated side note, why did they take Tozawa out of Titus Brand Worldwide? When did that happen, and why? I thought he was a good fit. You had Titus, and you had Apollo, you had Tozawa. You could have just added Dana Brooke and continued to build the whole the whole point of him having his own brand and stable. Then you would have had, you know, a main roster guy and a cruiserweight and Dana Brooke and a roll-up from Shawn Michaels, ever the crafty veteran. So yeah, that they just kind of he went away and they just kind of stopped mentioning it, or at least I assume that's what it was because I don't watch every show. And if that happened on 205 and they explained it on 205, my apologies, but it just all of a sudden on Raw he just vanished, and I'm like, but why? But why? Anyway, that's kind of been in the back of my head for a couple of days, so I don't know. Anyhow, who Shawn Michaels getting beat down by the game because he is that damn good. Another pedigree for like the 5th time, Shawn. Don't make... Oh, here's the... Again, with the clever roll-up. And I gotta mash the buttons to kick out because I'm not gonna lose this championship match at WrestleMania. I didn't come this far to lose, Shawn. Not happening. We're gonna get this done and move on to a different match, or a different storyline tomorrow. So that's the plan. Please let me pin Shawn Michaels here. Please let it be over. Just let it be over. Really? Good God, how many pedigrees is it going to take? How many? I can only imagine having to do this on a harder difficulty with that many pedigrees and the resiliency of the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. The absolute resiliency. The heart on this guy, folks. Look, Shawn, we know the boyhood dream came true. But right now, we need the game's dream to finish this video. So I got things to do today. That should do it, says King. That should do it. 2. And your new WWE champion with that stupid spinner belt. Yep.
Number 8 is once again WWE Champion.
What a match, JR. That'll go down in the history books as a classic.
Yeah, classic. Hit him with it. Hit him with it. Hit him with it.
Michael sure looks like he got a
Do the wrestling thing
WWE
and hit him with it.
That's a lot of trust being shown on the game's part. Think about what you're doing, Sean. It's not worth it.
Gonna put it over his shoulder.
I certainly wouldn't turn my back on my opponent after I took his title.
There you go. They're friends.
HBK exhibits admirable sportsmanship after
And then
losing
confetti!
against
Hooray! And then the DX theme song, and then the pyro. Which is alright. At what point did I just get slid in there to get set up? See, that's a cool camera thing. We need more cool camera things in wrestling. I unlocked the DX outfits. Good for me. Saving the game. After the game. The game. End credits? Nope. Just back to the main menu. Okay. And Triple H on my main menu. Anyway, that means tomorrow we hit the new button. The new! And it's Mr. CM Punk. Look forward to that. I'm Attack Slug. Thanks for watching. More videos every day. See you next time, right here on this channel. And I'm out.